item to deal with in the open session.
Could I just acknowledge Jason and Amy, who have spent 6 months of mapping boundaries and scenarios for you. So,
thank you very much. Okay, just one other item to deal with in the public session, which is the Memorandum of Understanding Sister City Partnership. And if George would like to come forward, we have a memorandum from the Civic and International Relations team and an amendment to the MOU which picks up the point that Yanni made, that we haven't formalised the relationship as a sister city partnership, but this is intended to do so. And I have to say that I referred to Wuhan as a sister city. I referred to, yeah, well, I did, and it's kind of been treated that way on our website, and it's kind of like everyone calls it a sister city. So my fault, but there is a real desire in Wuhan for this to be reaffirmed, well, so it shouldn't say reaffirming now, should it? So it should say that Council receives and approves the Memorandum of Understanding, which is now a new one, affirming the establishment of a sister city relationship. Would you like to talk to that, George?
Yes. Unfortunately, at the time when the initial Memorandum of Understanding was placed before the Chair Committee, there was an assumption that the relationship that we had with Wuhan, due to the fact that the dialogue that had been ongoing between 3 different consecutive mayors, had always made reference to the fact that we had a sister city relationship with Wuhan. However, as Councillor Johansson has pointed out, there actually hasn't been a resolution or formal recognition of the relationship as a sister city. We have progressively increased our interactions with Wuhan to the point where we're actually engaging with them on the same level that we do with other sister cities such as Christchurch and Songpa. However, in saying that, once again, it comes back to the fact that the Memorandum of Understanding is about a sister city relationship, which has not had a resolution passed to actually formalise that relationship with Wuhan. And in saying that, Wuhan have formalised their end of the bargain by stating in all official documents that the relationship that they have with this city is an official sister city relationship. So from Wuhan's end, it most definitely is a high-level relationship that they do have and honour. However, from our perspective as a council in a city, we do not have some formal process recognising that relationship with Wuhan, hence the reason why I've made the memorandum outlining the fact that the memorandum itself is actually requesting in the same breath recognition of the fact that we do have a sister city relationship.
Yeah, the memorandum that you've provided also highlights the fact that this can't wait until the next meeting, because it is at the next meeting that we will sign the memorandum. So as part of the Hubei visit to Christchurch, which was delayed, so the Hubei visit was due to be held next week, which was why this needed to be on the agenda by today, but that's been postponed until the 13th of August. And it's my suggestion that we adjourn the meeting at the appropriate time and actually sign the agreement here, live streamed, of course, as part of the council meeting, which I think would be pretty amazing, because all of the councils will be able to observe, and they've got a significant delegation coming from Hubei as well.
Yes.
Yep. Yanni?
Thanks. It's fine. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of frustration that we had a whole process last term of council that looked at sister cities and relationships, and there was supposed to be some work happening that this is kind of being done in isolation of. But that's fine. I acknowledge that we've got people coming, and in effect we've got a Chinese Christchurch Sister City Committee, so yeah, that's neither here nor there in my view. But it does raise an interesting question for me, which is, there's other cities around the world that we might look to think of as possibly wanting to connect with. And I take India, for example. It seems really weird to me that we haven't had any thought about a strategic sister city relationship or whatever relationship with in a developing country with a growing economy and with a huge cultural, social connection to Christchurch. So I guess I just kind of had a question. Is there any other work happening around looking at our sister city relationships and where we might have gaps and looking at what the opportunities are.
Point of order, Madam Mayor. Is this the place for it? We either
No,
approve the memo
look,
of
yeah, I
Wuhan,
think that's
interesting
right.
as it is, but
Yanni, can we leave that? I mean, seriously, I just want to conclude the public part of the meeting as quickly as possible. Really happy, I'm sure, George, to come and have a chat with us on an informal basis. It doesn't matter for the resolution of this one, but it won't be lost. But you know, quite frankly, servicing our existing relationships is a priority for me right now, rather than looking for others. There's plenty of work in servicing our current ones.
Just quickly, I mean, I totally support this, but I just want to acknowledge George's work. He's juggling two balls at the moment, and he's doing outstanding work. So I just wanted to acknowledge the work that you're doing. So I know you've got a lot of things happening at the moment. So
Thank you. So on that basis, I will move, and Jimmy will second the report, the Memorandum of Understanding resolution, and I'll put that. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much. And thank you for going to all of that trouble so quickly.